Welcome to Bible Learners Corner. This is Bible Learners Ministries media service that is taking time using the available tools to share good news. We are living in this world that is fallen, the world that is being controlled by God's enemy Satan, who is the ruler of this world of darkness. As we have already talked of binary digits, the time we are living in, these are the last days. The book of Daniel chapter 12 verse 4 reminds us of a time when there shall be knowledge increase, and this is the time we are living in. And as we need to know that there is so much science and information technology that is being used globally, people are enjoying doing whatever that they are doing using internet. That is something to remind us that the time we are living in, this world is soon coming to an end. As we already have shared the discussion talking of binary digits, bits, B-I-T-S, where we have one that is one of the digits. We also have 0. Therefore, the binary digits are 1 and 0. For example, if you have yes is equivalent to 1. The opposite is no, that is 0. When we hear of advantages, that is equivalent to 1. Also, disadvantages, that is equivalent to 0. When we have something positive, that is 1. And something negative is 0. When you have the word included or something included, the opposite is something excluded, which is 0. When you hear of truth, truth is equivalent to 1, and lie is equivalent to 0. When you have light, light is equivalent to 1, and darkness is equivalent to 0. When you hear of good, good is equivalent to 1, and the opposite is evil, which is equivalent to 0. When you have something that is right, right is equivalent to 1, and the opposite is wrong, which is equivalent to 0. When you hear yes, there is yes, which is equivalent to 1, and no is equivalent to 0. When you have life, there is life, which is equivalent to 1, and the opposite is death, which is equivalent to 0. When you have something on, so on is equivalent to 1, and no is equivalent to 0. When you have in is equivalent to 1, whereas out is equivalent to 0. There are so many things that are both negative and positive in this world we're in. And this is to remind us of the beginning of time when there was that tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That is something to remind us of having yes or no, something right and wrong. Therefore, we need to know that the world we're in is being controlled through that tree of the knowledge of good and evil, that started from the beginning of time. And we are now in this world, a time when there is so much knowledge that is controlling people who are willing to serve the enemy of God, Satan, who is the ruler, prince and ruler of darkness. That is, it started from the beginning of time when the first Adam was stolen by God's enemy, Satan. We ask you to listen to the messages that we already have shared. We're talking of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil that started from the beginning of time. And now that tree is producing so many fruits. And these fruits are both good and evil. And these fruits, it's like the world is having a forest. We'll be back shortly. Stay tuned.